I started this YouTube channel months ago, actually many months ago, but I launched it to the public in March 2026. We're in June now. Hopefully this episode does come out in June. Otherwise, probably won't be till July or even August. You have no idea just how many things I have in my drafts. But yeah, this episode has been a long time coming. I have poured out episode after episode after episode, rant after rant after rant, review after review after review, and it's high time you guys actually got to know me. Hi, if you're just finding me, my name's Tomiwa, and I love to share my takes on film, television, pop culture, books, you name it. Buckle up, Sha. It's going to be a very honest one with my honest perspectives on a number of things. So, yeah, let's get into it. It wasn't exactly a moment, it was a collection of things. I think I've always known that my voice has a quality to it, and my speaking, my public speaking, it tends to move people. There's also the fact that I guess in my late teens, I got hit with a very severe existential crisis in the sense that I saw young people die. There were a few losses in my high school, my uni as well. And I just asked myself, this person died so young and now they're just gone. Just a memory, just a name, possibly a collection of pictures in someone's camera roll, but that's it. And I realized how easily I fall into the same category if I passed as well. God forbid. Obviously, it's a very taboo thing to say, taboo thing to talk about, but it's reality. I feel like there's so much about me, so much within me that I need the world to see, that I need to share with society. I felt the need for a legacy thing, and yeah, it seems very grandiose and very ambitious to talk about YouTube, a content creation platform, as a potential legacy or whatever, but it's like, it's something about it here. I've ranted to you guys, I've spoken to my camera enough times to have a firm grasp of what it feels like, and I like what it feels like. It's an outlet for me to basically say everything and everything that's on my mind, because I have such niche interests. It's hard, it is so hard to find people around me that share my perspective on a number of things, which is why I'm grateful for you guys, my subscribers, all 113 of you as at the moment of this filming. I'm at 113 subscribers, and yeah, I like the concept of a community where I can really dig into it and really say it as it is, say it as I see it, and that's what this is. Tomiwa 6 is that for me, basically. Of course, I plan on sticking around for a long time. We're talking 130, 150, okay, maybe not 100 plus. But yeah, I do plan on sticking around for a long time. So I'm inevitable. This just might be one of those things where someone comes to look at this video a couple of decades from now and it's like, oh wow, it was really like this back then. And I feel like it's very ambitious. Everyone tries to be humble and shrink themselves and be all modest about it. But Maya Angelou had a few things to say about modesty.
I'm not being modest. I told you before, I have no modesty. Modesty is dangerous. It's a learned affectation. And as soon as the modest person gets slammed against the wall by life, modesty will drop off faster than a G-string from a stripper. It's baloney, modesty. I hope to be humble. Humility is from within. And so that keeps you honest and try to be simple and so forth. So I have no modesty.
I'll be real with you guys. I really hate the concept of a mediocre life.
I will not accept a life I do not deserve. I didn't hear that. Again. I will not accept a life I do not deserve.
Nah, I have to reach those heights. I have to join those greats where they are on those tables, and it's like a number of things I feel could propel me where I'm trying to get. At this point in time, I'm going to shamelessly sell myself. I am an actor, writer, songwriter, composer, model sometimes, poet sometimes, and from a skills perspective, graphic designer, video editor. So yeah, it's a number of skills I have, and I fully intend to use every single one of these to chart my way into those spaces. I just want to be in the room where it happens, but not just be in the room, because I have been in the rooms a couple of times. It's one thing to be in the rooms, it's one thing to be of proximity or in proximity. It's another thing to be the shit. Like, you are that guy, you are the spectacle, you were invited specifically into these spaces as opposed to tagging along with someone. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In the room where it happens, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's Broadway, whether it's something adjacent to Hollywood, whether it's something adjacent to Broadway. I just hope in 5 years from now, I am creating something beautiful, something I'm passionate about, something I'm getting paid for, something I am getting paid for. In 5 years, I see myself in a position where I have carved out a name for myself. Of course, life is unpredictable. Of course, there's every possibility that won't happen. I choose to resist such possibilities and be optimistic about it all. 5 years from now, I want to have done something or a couple of things to be someone. I am someone. I'm just not someone with a track record. So 5 years from now, I want to have a track record. I am from this beautiful, sorrowful country called Nigeria. Osun State specifically. My dad's from Osun State, my mom's from Ogun State. I live in Lagos though. My entire life I've lived in Lagos, so I kind of associate more with Lagos. I'm Nigerian, and I feel like you should have been able to tell from the accents, but yeah, I'm Nigerian. That's the question, because it changes constantly. Once upon a time it was Burna Boy, once upon a time it was Thames, once upon a time it was Red Fires. I think right now it's in terms of favorite artists, who I'm feeling, it changes. I could literally finish filming and editing this and find another person to hyperfixate on, and I feel like we should all be like that. Having a particular person, a favorite artist that you stan, can't be unhealthy. I've been on Twitter, I have interacted with some accounts, and it's some crazy people on there, I can acknowledge one great artist that will always be in my rotation. Now that's Beyonce. That's without a doubt the greatest living performer, dead or alive. It's arguable. There's Michael Jackson and there's Whitney Houston. But yeah, as of right now, I'll say it's Beyonce. I think I can say that objectively. That has to be the greatest living performer. I think I'm 5'11" on the dot, or 5. It's 5'12" a thing. I'm at the end of the 5, so I just say 6. Yeah, I think I'm 6 on the dot, 6'0". That's what I tell everyone anyway. So yeah, 6'0". Aspirations to be great, to do great things, to do spectacular things, to rise above mediocrity. to thoroughly rise above mediocrity, to give back, to rise to such a point that is unprecedented for young creatives like me from Lagos, Nigeria, to rise to such a point where I can show others that it is in fact possible. I have my whole Oscar speech memorized, like a base speech ready to go at any point in time. It's that serious for me. And I feel like, it might be all jinxy to say these things and think these things, but one thing about the universe, what's meant for you will find you, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen regardless of me saying this or not. So it can be overwhelming sometimes looking around and seeing the sheer amount of talented people that exist in this world. When imposter syndrome hits me, it hits me hard. And it's been a thing where I have had to build my confidence up brick by brick, and I'm one way online and in person I'm another way, because social anxiety tends to kick in, but I'm getting somewhere and I believe I am going to get there. Challengers, Dream Girls, The Prestige, Corpse Bride. Honorable mention, Babylon. That's a film that got so much hate and disrepute, and it's never going to make sense to me. We had Margot Robbie and Diego Calva doing their thing. Story, the scale, the scope, everything was insane, and they really drove home the bleakness of stardom and the ills of the spotlight, and it was a marvelous watch. It's going to be a while before I watch it a second time because it hurts. It was traumatic. It was a heavy one. I loved it though. Musicals. I feel like growing up and seeing musical movies like The Sound of Music, the stuff on Disney Channel, High School Musical, I felt seen, I felt like, wow, it's the only passion of mine that's been constant from childhood till now. And it's like seeing these films when I did, I just felt like I could do that. I'm sorry, I don't have a profound story. Maybe I'll have one in a couple of years when I have a couple of epiphanies here and there. But I think I've always just loved the concept of becoming and being able to have these grand, colorful moments, which aren't real, but you're living vicariously through someone else. I think it's the fact that I draw inspiration from so much. It's a specificity. Goddamn. Is that a word? I hope it's a word because I have just said specificity 3 times. But there's a specificity where it comes to the movies I'm interested in, the things that draw my eye in film, the fact that I have an endless love for the filmmaking process itself. Where it comes to this reviewing thing, it's not just I'm bored, let me put this movie down. If you've watched enough of my episodes, I don't move that way. It comes from a place of love. Every single project I set aside to highlight for a week or some days, it comes from a place of love. I do this shit for the love of the game. Let's just put it like that. I think that's what separates me from every other creative. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Tomiwa's Takes. If there's anything you'd like to know about me or anything specific that you'd like me to review, to highlight, to rant about, to talk about, tell me in the comments. I love reading you guys' comments, I do appreciate you guys' feedback. I really do. If you did enjoy this episode, leave a like and of course subscribe. Don't just subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Tomiwa's Takes because it's fun over here. And of course, actively go follow my socials, especially subscribers that have been active here for weeks, if not months. Please go actually check out and follow my socials. Tomiwa's Takes on Instagram, Tomiwa Show on TikTok and also Instagram. It's been me and it's been real. Bye.